So just what is narcissistic abuse? Narcissistic abuse is a term coined by Professor Sam Vaknin, who was looking into the patterns and similarities and behaviours in certain relationships. Usually relationships formed with narcissistic individuals, those with narcissistic personality disorder, and how they treat their partners, the patterns of behaviour, which is usually the idolisation, the love bombing, the devaluation, the intermittent reinforcement, finding a new supply, discarding, smearing the ex's, the victim's name, and then hoovering them back in. And the major implications that has on the victim's mental health. Narcissistic abuse is a form of psychological and emotional manipulation used by individuals with narcissistic traits, so that the narcissistic individual can control, degrade, and exploit others to their own advantage. Narcissists tend to lack empathy. They feel entitled to have everything their own way. They're incredibly exploitative. They're arrogant, which they usually come across as quite charming. They're grandiose. They believe they are special. Unlike physical abuse, which hurts, and narcissistic individuals are capable of using physical abuse, and physical abuse leaves visible scars, narcissistic abuse is subtle. It's insidious. It happens over time. People don't recognise that they're being brainwashed by the narcissist. It leaves deep emotional wounds that can be difficult to recognise and challenging to heal from. Narcissists use a lot of manipulation and gaslighting. Narcissists go all out to twist reality to their advantage. They will promise you the world one day to deny all knowledge the next. They will convince you that you saw something that you did not see, or that you didn't see something that you did see. They will promise to do something for you to get their needs met in the present, and then when you bring up that thing that they promised to do for you, they will claim that they never said that. They will push every single button and then accuse you of overreacting. They'll be incredibly insensitive and then accuse you of being too sensitive. They will humiliate you and then claim that you're the one who can't take a joke. They will deny things that they said or did. They will make you question your own memory and your own perceptions, to the point where over time you begin to doubt yourself, which makes you more dependent on them. And they don't take responsibility. Responsibility is just not in their DNA. Instead, they shift the blame. They refuse to take responsibility for their behaviour, for their words, for their actions. They always find a way to blame somebody else, to scapegoat somebody else. If they hurt you, they'll claim it's your fault because you were too sensitive. If they lie to you, they'll claim it's because you couldn't handle the truth. If they cheat on you, they'll claim it's because you weren't paying them enough attention, or the other person wouldn't leave them alone. It's always somebody else's fault and never their own. They will fall silent on you. If you chase after them, they might physically hurt you and claim that you're the one that should have left them alone. If you don't chase after them, they end up in bed with someone else and claim it's your fault for not making sure that they were okay, so you cannot win with them. They withhold emotionally. Narcissists use love as a weapon. They use affection as a weapon. They give it when they want something from you. Every action is a transaction. They withhold it when you do not comply to their demands. It creates a cycle of you seeking their approval only to be met by their coldness. Narcissists use that intermittent reinforcement. What they do is sprinkle a little bit of kindness in between their cruelty, making it harder for you to leave, causing that cognitive dissonance where you've got one belief that when they're treating you so well and another when they're treating you horribly, and you're trying to find the nice person in them. They can be loving and attentive one day when they want something from you, and then completely distant and cold the next, keeping you emotionally hooked. They also use a lot of triangulation. A narcissist will happily bring third parties into the relationship dynamics to try and create jealousy within you, insecurity, or create a competition, getting people to fight over the narcissist for attention. It can be an ex, a friend, a family member, anyone that they can compare you to get you to work harder to please them or to make you feel inadequate. They erode your identity. Over time, being in a relationship with a narcissistic individual, you lose sight of who you are as a person. You lose your opinions, your desires, your hopes, your dreams, your friends, your family, your finances, your confidence. These are all slowly stripped away from you. So slowly you don't even recognise it's happening to you until it's gone. And when it's gone, they start accusing you of being the crazy one. They leave you feeling like a shadow of your former self, and you've got no one left to turn to other than the very person who's taken everything away from you, which leaves you confused, drained, exhausted. The constant cycle of manipulation leaves you mentally and emotionally drained. It leaves you stuck, unsure of how you got there, and too exhausted, too drained to find back. Recognising these patterns is one of the first steps to breaking free from narcissistic and emotional abuse. Healing is possible. It often starts with understanding the abuse for what it is: calculated, intentional, and destructive. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have a select few one-to-one slots available. I also have several books available on Amazon if you're looking for further reading. There is How to Create Boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries, such as narcissistic individuals, A Narcissist Handbook, the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain, Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal for empowerment and recovery, and Behind the Mask, which is the first in hopefully a 3-part series, which is the novel about the rise of a narcissistic individual. If anyone is interested in any of those, they are all available on Amazon. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.